This week in Women in Sports, they made state last year for the first time. How the Orono girls lacrosse team is hoping to repeat that success for years to come. Then the Vikings cheerleaders build their roster for the season, the special showcase for the final round of auditions. And later, ever wanted to meet your hero as a kid? Well, our WCCO kid reporter and Minnesota Frost superfan sat down with superstar Taylor Heise before the PWHL playoffs.
WCCO's Women in Sports, sponsored by Franson Bank and Trust.
Thanks for joining us. Excuse me, I'm Marielle Mohs. Here at WCCO, we are celebrating the highlights of female athletes in this digital segment called Women in Sports. We're going to share news stories with you every week right here as we do our part to give these athletes the recognition they deserve. First up, Orono girls lacrosse. They're coming off a historic season. They made it to the state tournament for the first time. Now they're working towards going again and for many years to come. Let me introduce you to this impressive Spartan squad. The Orono Spartans are more determined than ever.
Definitely, I think, motivates people even more because they know what we could have and have gotten so close.
A first taste of the state tournament last year was enough to leave them hungry for more.
They're one of the best teams in the state and they have a lot of potential.
In just a few years, this program has grown exponentially with more players committing to lacrosse as their year-round sport. Dylan Collins and Layla Nick are just two of them.
We went from being a team that we kind of just playing to have fun to a team that we want to win and play for a reason.
The two have been top goal scorers in the state. Dylan is a D1 commit to Furman University and already has 23 goals this season. Layla is the first Minnesotan to commit to the two-time national champions, Boston College, racking up 97 goals last season and 26 so far this year, and it's still early.
G's first two saves are 175 career saves.
The two credit their coach, Jane Kohler, for turning the Orono girls lacrosse program around.
She's definitely made it a competitive program, wanting to build a great family and community, and definitely see the growth. We went from a below 50 team to now just crushing it over 12-3 record last year. So she's definitely helped just grow that competitiveness.
Yeah, when we came in, we were actually warned to lower expectations, but we didn't really settle with that, and we knew that we could do a lot more.
In Coach Kohler's short 4 years at the helm, she's seen more girls join lacrosse. And this is the first year they've expanded to 3 teams, B Squad, JV, and varsity.
We welcome girls that want to try it for the first time, try and recruit from hockey and basketball. And ultimately, we just built a great culture and built them up and built their self-confidence, and it paid off.
It certainly has paid off. Orono is a small example of how much lacrosse has grown in Minnesota. It only became a sanctioned sport in 2007 with just a few teams. That's when I was playing lacrosse here in Minnesota. Now there are 97 teams, and they are just 3 teams away from having multiple sections and classes this week, and the Badgers jumped on them early. Jackie Showalter hit a 2 RBI double. It was a good weekend to be from Heartland, Wisconsin. Minnesota gets swept with a final score of 5-3. As the Minnesota Vikings build their roster, so do the cheerleaders. This week, the team held the final round of auditions for the 2026 Minnesota Vikings cheerleading squad. The final auditions took place showcase style at the Mall of America, so fans had a front row seat. And there you see me. I was the MC for the event, and let me tell you firsthand, the talent was off the charts. The final roster will be announced on Friday. The Lynx opened up their preseason slate this week in Washington. This was one of the reasons they drafted Olivia Miles second overall. She carved up defense and lays it in, finished with 8 points this game. Lynx go on to win 77-66. Home openers up next. Well, Minnesota Frost is about to skate forward in its journey to a 3rd championship title. Playoffs begin Friday. 6 of those players will be on the ice, but also 6 of those players on the ice also won the Olympic gold medal earlier this year. One of them, Minnesota native Taylor Heise, who has quickly become a superstar to the next generation of skaters. WCCO kid reporter Maura got to meet Taylor with an assist from her mom, Heather Brown.
She is a 2-time PWHL champion. She grew up in Lake City, Minnesota. She comes from a family of basketball players.
It's pretty cool to watch your hero practice.
When she played on the Gophers, she was number 9.
And what is number 9?
My number.
But it's even cooler to meet her.
Give me a hug. How are you? Good?
And share your 4th grade essay about why she's the best.
That's why I chose Taylor Heise as my American hero.
Look at you. You could be a writer one day, too.
Yeah.
But today's task was to ask the tough questions.
Did you like winning the PWHL championship or winning gold?
Who set me up for this? I would say both are very special, but my ultimate dream in life was to win a gold medal at the Olympics. So I would have to say that's probably the most special.
Are you good at basketball?
I'm not bad. I'll tell you that.
What's your favorite pregame meal?
Ooh, this is dynamic. I will have 3 pancakes, an egg, and orange juice.
Who did you admire growing up?
Ooh, I admired a lot of people, but I really admired my mom. She really pushed me to be better, and I think for me, she always was there to support me when things went wrong, but also push me, whether that be shooting more pucks or getting better in the classroom, reading more books, and I just think that she did a lot for me and really just helped me to be a better person.
Wait, I just want to make sure you heard that right.
I did.
Taylor gets it that most young skaters today
I started playing hockey on a co-ed team outside, so we didn't have an indoor rink where I grew up.
won't remember a time without a professional women's hockey team.
What advice would you give? Wait, do you have for young players?
It's a good question. I would say the advice that I have for a young player would be to find things that you love to do. I think it's really important to have other sports and other hobbies outside of hockey because hockey might not always make you happy, and it's really important to, have friends and to have hobbies.
Which led us straight to the perfect final question.
What is it? Do you want me to read it? Yeah. So you don't have to say it? Will you be my friend? Duh, girl. I'm excited I got to meet you. This is amazing.
So cute. I bet that just made Maura's day. WCCO also had the chance to sit down with Frost's alternate captain and Olympian Kelly Pannek about the series ahead. Take a look.
I guess we want to just jump right in. And what are your thoughts as you're going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, our whole goal this season, starting from the very beginning, is to make playoffs. So we don't do, there's no award for being, the first overall seed, other than you get to pick your opponent. And so they chose us, which is, great motivation. They think that we're going to be, the easiest team for them to beat. And for us now, we accomplished our first task of the season, which is to get into playoffs. And from here on out, it's just try to win one game at a time. And Montreal's a great team, and they're a great place to play. The fans are really into it when we go there. So we have a tough task ahead of us for game one, but we're excited for it.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. They're a tough team. And so it should be quite the showdown. What is your game plan heading into this series specifically?
Yeah, I think for us, I think that's something that we've learned over the last 2 seasons is it takes everyone to win. Mm-hmm. Usually it's your, what you call depth players are the ones that are coming up big in big moments. And I think that's something that we're going to need to rely on as everyone on our roster, whether you're dressing, playing a lot of minutes or not. It really does take everyone at this time of year to get the job done. And it's just exciting to be in this now where, again, like I said, this is what we work for, and now you have the opportunity to make it happen.
You're also a 2-time Olympian. We haven't even gotten into that yet, most recently competing in Milan. So we want the dirt. What was everything like there? I mean, what was that experience?
Yeah, so it was my 3rd Olympics, and it's crazy. I wouldn't have dreamt of being a 3-time Olympian, let alone once. And so winning a gold medal 8 years ago now, that was the first one in Pyeongchang. That was so surreal, just being really young and not really knowing what to expect. And then the last one being COVID was really weird for everyone. Mm-hmm. And we didn't win, so I don't like that one as much. And then this time, it was just such a special team to be a part of. It was such a talented team. I felt like we had a great blend of veteran experience, younger players that were really playing some of their best hockey, and it all just came together to be, in my opinion, the greatest women's hockey team that we've seen, especially on the U.S. side. And what a thrilling game that gold medal game was in overtime.
No kidding.
I mean, it's so hard to get to that point. So then when you're there, you're just giving yourself the chance to accomplish this dream with some of your closest friends, and they're the only people that really get it.
Where do you keep the medal? I'm so curious. Not to divulge.
No, this is a great. Yeah, everyone always wants to know. Honestly, they're just tucked away somewhere in my house. Lately, they've been out just because that's one of the cool things is sharing it with people, and it's amazing when people see it. They're like, "Whoa, I've never seen that before."
And it's heavy too, right?
Very very heavy.
Somebody was saying that.
Yeah, they're always. I mean, if I had literally like $1 for every time someone said that, it would be worth so much more. No, they are heavy, and it's like when you wear them for a while, you realize that your neck starts to kind of like kink down, and it is fun. It's fun when people, especially like young kids, that grab it. They're like, "Whoa, that really is heavy."
Yeah.
So cute.
So the fans will be able to watch Game 3 against Montreal at Grand Casino Arena. How does that home crowd help you? I was wondering about that. How much of an impact does the crowd have on your game?
Yeah, it's huge. Like I was saying, like Montreal is a tough place to play. Their fans are really, in it, and they're obviously a huge hockey city as well. So it's huge. If you can steal a game on the road, that's big. And then coming home, you rely on your fans. Like they just give you that extra energy, and it is tough. You're playing a lot of games. You're playing with a lot of intensity, a lot of passion out there. So it just helps you when you might be feeling a little fatigued. You might be a little bit banged up. Whatever it is, just to have that support. And like if you can steal a game on the road and hopefully lock it down at home in front of your home fans, you give yourselves a great chance.
Well, the Frosts begin their back-to-back title defense with their first playoff game Saturday. That's against Montreal in the Walter Cup playoffs. We hope you'll check out this week's episode of the Women in Sports podcast. I caught up with CC McGraw. She's an assistant coach with the all-new Major League Volleyball team coming to Minnesota. CC shares her journey from being a standout college athlete to coaching at such a young age. She says she's ready for Minnesota to fall in love with volleyball on a professional level at Grand Casino Arena.
It really does give me chills just thinking about the fan base that will be in the crowd, and the facility is just so nice, and getting a visual of just like the court layout and the lights and the scoreboard, like it's just going to be such a fun environment, because volleyball is just truly, I mean, I'm biased, but it is such a fun sport to watch. It's so like engaging and electric, and I think the venue itself is going to be perfect for it. It really is. And so I think it's going to put us in a great position to break some records and build an awesome fan base.
Grand Casino Arena. There's a lot to look forward to. CC shares more details on the timeline of this new team, including when we could hear more about name, logo, and colors, as well as new players getting signed. The new season starts in January. For more of our conversation, check out this week's Women in Sports podcast. You'll find it wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for watching this week's Women in Sports. I'm Marielle Mohs. We'll be back with more great stories next week.